everybody, welcome back. I'm not even sure which Pixelmon episode this is, like 11 or 12 or something like that, but maybe 13 even. Anyway, wanted to apologize for no episode yesterday, but I'll show you what I was working on, and I'll explain why it wasn't good episode material. So, is the Poke Center here. And I have gone through... What the... So, okay. There's Geodudes fighting here somewhere. Probably down here. Anywho. Oh! Ah, jeez. Boy, confined spaces, large Pokemon, not a good thing. So this is one of the new Pokeballs. This is, actually it's like 14 across, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then doubled. So this is a 14 by 14 Pokeball. It's a replication of the Net Pokeball. And it uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different material types. This actually took me about 2 hours to do. To gather the materials, find the right colors. Like this is, I believe, is a cyan wool. The Frostbound Stone. Infernal Stone, Abyssal Stone, and this is just quartz actually, and then some quartz stone, and that got us the whole design. It looks a little bit better if you're a little further away, and at nighttime if you're standing like over on the coastline here and looking down it also looks really nice. On the ceiling is a dive ball, and that will eventually be getting the refactoring to be 14 across as well, and I'm going to do it for all of them. But they do take a little bit of time, even this one. They do take a little bit of time, so I'm kind of spreading them out. And just when I don't feel like up in the mood to really do... I've got night vision stuck on me. Alright, let's... Rayquaza. Come on, why can't I... There we go. Okay, so night vision is still stuck. You get the night vision stuck on... Oh, and nighttime's coming. Let me just show you guys what it looks like from the outside. Damn it. You get the night vision stuck like that, and as you guys can see, flying is not smooth right now. I'm actually just going to do that. There we go. But there is a view from the outside in. And the Pokeball looks pretty cool still. So anywho, that was what took up a good portion of my time last night. By the time that was done, I was fairly tired. So I just I started working on a secondary room for the fossil stuff. Yeah, let me go in the quick way instead of running around the edge. So I started working on a secondary room up here. And just very red and black. This is the fossil room. We have our cleaner here. And we have one machine here. I'll be making another machine and setting it up here, or unless somebody donates it. Lasella said she might donate hers, so we'll see how that goes. I have my little red crosses, like it's red and white usually, you know, like red on the outside, white on the inside, but this is my take on it, just a little something different that was doable with the forged micro blocks. So I'm very happy with how this came out. Still need to do a roof here, and I need to do a roof over here on these, and also set up some sort of a railing. But I think that this is a fairly advanced enough poke center. Actually, I'm constantly dragging stuff back. Those machines are not mine, but I at least want to move this chest. There we go. And we'll just stick it back here. Not my Pokeballs. I don't believe that's my oak. Those are my pecan saplings, though. There we go. Oh, boss fight rewards. Dive ball there. And the TM39 Rock Tomb. The reason I'm pointing this out as an interesting boss fight is I went in here through this little water hole. Bilbo and I were out looking at Dragonairs and battling them and such. And then I was going to go in and heal my Pokemon. I hopped down here, and a boss Geodude attacked me. So that's where I got those two things from. And actually, I am just going to heal here real quick. But some people may have heard me mention either in the previous episodes or just in IRC or wherever else you may have gotten a hold to talk to me, that I've been planning to make a large tree, and I have it at that location. To build something here, 2,971 meters away. That is where I'm going to build my large tree, and it is going to be quite sizable. This is a large tree, and I really like this tree. I like how it came out, the structure, and then all the leaves and everything kind of up on it. And Bilbo's been working his tree fort into it. It's all coming out really nice. But I'm looking to do like a double that size of magnitude. Smack down. I'll put Rock Tomb there. These are all psychic. Rock Slide. I can at least put that with the others. Let's see what else we have here. Ooh, I know I saw an incinerate over here. Yep, there we go. This is the one thing with these things, it is quite easy to get duplicates. Overheat? No, it seems to be a red, not a, yeah, flamethrower. Will-o-wisp. Rock Polish. So keeping them in... Actually, yeah. Keeping them in color order like that will actually be very handy. Oh! Oh! Ray! Oh, 6 is on. So she's out by their plains biome. And actually, I'll be flying right past their place. Have you gotten your legendary yet? She's looking for a very specific one, which is, I believe, why she doesn't have one yet. See if it is a pinky one or not. I think she's looking for a pygmy Rayquaza or the Articon? Artis something. Or a Mew. Everybody wants a Mew. Nobody's actually caught the Articon one yet, and they're actually just to the west of one of the blah 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 blah. One of the ice biomes. So anyways, the plans for the tree. The tree is going to require a significant amount of wood. I am not insane. That is going to require forestry farms. So we are going to have to get into the forestry multi-block farms. And since I'm doing that, I'm also going to do my bees there. So that's going to open up most of forestry. And I wanted to do a little bit of prep work here. So... typing in my browser, forestry, mod, multi-farm. Sengerswiki.new. And multi-farms structure. Okay, so for the multi-farm, we're going to need, I believe, a, oh, you make the 10 electron tubes in it. It's a thermionic fabricator. That's the machine I was thinking of. So this episode, guys, is probably going to be a lot of prep work. If that's not your thing, then I'm sorry. A general announcement. I will accept advice at this point in time on my Pokemon lineup. The next tournament is in a week and a half, and with a level cap of 50. For those who haven't played Pixelmon, if you played the Pokemon games, it's actually quite difficult. It is challenging to get up to level 50. It does take a bit of time. In Pixelmon, it isn't that hard. You can probably go from level 2 to 50 in maybe a couple of hours work. It was actually harder to try to hit level 30 and not go over that. So 50 is going to be pretty easy, especially... Oh, let me not click things with that in my hand. Especially because I have these. I have 2 lucky eggs. Oh, I thought I had a XP share there for a second. But I have 2 lucky eggs, and that will increase the XP that you get by 50%. So, you know, very, very handy there. I've also got a Water Stone, a Moonstone, a Thunderstone, and a Leaf Stone. I unfortunately don't have a Fire Stone yet, and I apparently only have 1 Fire Shard. No idea how that happened. Ooh, RC. Hey yo, RC. I am recording for what it is worth. I like letting people know that I am recording, so, you know, just in case they don't want to give out personal information and such, give them a heads up sort of deal. But anyways, so this will make leveling them up very much faster. These are actually going to help with stats and such, not the smoke ball. Well, actually, maybe the smoke ball. This is a guaranteed escape. That's kind of a handy thing to always have. You probably equip it on at least a Pokemon, so you always can call out one to try to sneak away. Another leftovers. Another leftovers, so I could actually use it to heal my Pokemon. So, but anyways, oh yeah, the farm multi-block. So we're gonna need a Thermionic Fabricator, and a Thermionic Fabricator is crafted with copper, gold, glass, and a chest. I think we have that. Oh, jeez. I'm going back to the wrong location. Sorry, guys. And I know I'm talking kind of fast. It's because I'm trying to cover as much as I can and put it into this episode. And I want to start doing a whole bunch of stuff. I do want to try to move up to the tree, get some stuff going up there and such. So I'm just trying to cover much stuff as fast as I can here. Pokemon. Yes. My favorite Pokemon. These guys are somewhat already out of contention, you know? Here, let me... This guy's level 79. This guy's level 72. This guy's level 58. This guy is kind of messed up. I wanted to have him evolve, but he was trained for the first battle. The Aerodactyl, I'm still kind of liking him. He's okay. If I found another one, I wouldn't mind starting over and maybe doing some EV training specifically for him. And Leafeon was actually a big failure. This little guy, we left at level 48 as a EV the entire time, and EV stats aren't that great when they increase, +1 most of the time. And not overly respectable. Let me just go to the Pidgeot. I know it's quite a few levels higher, but see, the HP is quite a bit higher. I don't know, the rest of the stats I guess aren't too bad. The defense is 150. I guess I fought a lot of rocks and such with this guy. But he just doesn't seem effective. The moves, not really good. And this is what we were sacrificing everything for, was Trump Card. I actually think Trump Card is bugged. The last attack, when you only have 1 power point, is supposed to have 200 attack power. And it did the same amount of damage no matter what. First attack or the last attack, it did very, very minimal damage. Covet is also a very special case. It's only good against other bosses when you want to steal their items, or in this case, other players when you want to steal their items. So it really doesn't have much use in multiplayer right now because nobody really seems to fight with the items. And Charm, as was pointed out when I used this guy mistakenly, I was supposed to use my Aerodactyl instead of this guy. It doesn't work very well at these levels. So this guy was kind of leveled up with the point of doing some very specific things that just didn't happen. So he's kind of out of the running as a Pokemon. But, so my thoughts are, I want a Psychic Pokemon. I think at least one Psychic Pokemon would be pretty good. And let's hop on down to the PC. This might end up being a little bit more Pokemon oriented, because I want to try and get your guys' feedback as soon as possible. All my information is... Woot. She was working on a redstone wheat farm. Oh my god, where'd all my Pokemon go? Just kidding. I moved them over to another page because it seems like they're safer on these pages. But this is a Pygmy Venonat. And the Venonats are actually pretty strong. They're not straight up Psychic, but they are Psychic type, but they are one of the Pixelmon that get Psychic move, which is a 90 attack power, 100% hit rate. It's fairly good. This guy, I want to say, I thought he was a small, but it actually is an ordinary, which is a little odd, because he's barely a block tall. But yeah, look at this guy. Pygmy. This guy is dinky. He's like a quarter block. Let me undo Leafeon. We'll undo him. We'll show you this guy real quick. So I was thinking of using this guy, but I want to find another one that's a lower level. This guy is almost ready to evolve, but he's just so small. Yay. Venonat. Anywho. So these are the Pokemon that I have. Duplicates of some. Here's another Charmander. There's a Chikorita. I got a couple of Oddishes. Here is one of my favorites. Let me put this guy back. I hunted for this guy yesterday morning for a little bit, and I found him right before work. So level 18 Ditto. I think he's cool. We need to get him to level 50. As long as I think he'll do pretty good as a mix it up in a tournament. You know, as if somebody comes out with like, you know, Draco's Gyarados, which just ran away with the tournament last time. If he comes out with something like that, then I can at least match it to try to tone down his chances. I've also started seeing the value of the creatures that can explode, self-detonate and such, or do massive damage like a takedown with other people, which is another reason I like this guy. He can't get Psychic before level 50, but he can get Zen Headbutt, which is a psychic physical attack that can do some fairly nasty damage. I was fighting a, I want to say it was a boss Miltank, like a yellow Miltank when I was out looking for the Ditto, and it did a massive amount of damage to my Rayquaza, which is pretty much an unstoppable Pokemon at this point in time compared to everything else. He does, it just did so much damage, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of neat. Again, it's not an ability that's really good for this guy, but if you have those sort of sneaky attacks, along with his really trumped up poison and stuff like that, you can layer on a really bad poison with a level 50 Venonat or a Venonat, and have some other stuff, like the headbutt and stuff like that, just to come out and just do some two-typing really good damage. So I'm really thinking of hunting down a very specific Venonat. I'd like it more around level 10 or so. I really don't have much in the way of other things. Like I was saying, a psychic Pokemon, I have this Abra, which is a small one, not a pygmy, and he has currently just teleport. But, you know, that's easy enough. You throw out with him, swap to somebody else, he'll level up really quickly. I can get him probably to a Kadabra fairly easily, and then trade him for somebody so I can see the other one. Oh, oh, oh. See ya. Missed. Oh, well, I got Rainbow Crisp at least. Okay, oh, crap. Where'd he go? Oh, phew. Whew. Okay, guys. So, I was thinking maybe of him, but one of my casualties actually was my Clefairy. I got my Jigglypuff here, who's level 40. But my Clefairy, I've lost over a dozen Pokemon, guys. I think I'm up to 14 or 15 now, which is why I become so paranoid. I'm really looking forward to Pixelmon 3. 60 new Pokemon, and they say that they fixed this. I've seen what they've done where you click. It's, you know, select these things and then it swaps it internally. No more click and drag. Click and drag is kind of a nice interface, but if it loses you Pokemon, or Pixelmon, that could be a problem. But anyways, I have other starter Pokemon. I have the Mudkip, I have the Piplup, the Bulbasaur. I believe this guy, oh no, not the Machop, sorry. The Chikorita is also a starter. I have this Charmander along with the other one that you saw earlier. 2 Oddishes. I think that they're like the same size. Not a normal. Oh yeah, the Cyndaquil, that's another starter. I think that might be it. We already know what these guys are. Let's move him down. So anywho, advice in this area. You know, try to make a good team. Suggestions, just unique Pokemon that I can try and hunt down that would actually be kind of fun to have. I found out Miltanks are freaking beasts. They are very zippy and they are very defensive. So they're very lasting Pokemon if you can, you know, teach them the right abilities and such like that. Maybe with a TM or something, they'll probably be pretty good. And I wanted to try this. Nope. Okay. Won't rotate those things. That's unexpected. Boop boop. Okay, so let's get back to forestry here. So I think that covers my Pixelmon stuff for the day. And I want to try to keep an eye out for bosses. Bosses just seem to appear around you as things cycle through the spawn, so if you're just keeping aware of them, it works out pretty well. But thermionic fabricator. Let's get this going. Let's get this going here. So we're going to need some copper. We're going to need some gold. Our glass is up in our custom blocks up here. And we're going to need some wood. I have quite a bit of oak, because I have been chopping up oak trees and such in both this thing, the lumber mill, and somewhere around here I also have a sawmill. Yeah, right there. So I have a lot of wood. So let's just, we need a chest. Let's grab that. We're going to need a casing. Oh, and that uses bronze, isn't it? Sturdy casing is bronze. Not to fear, we have tons of tin. Actually, bronze. We might have enough already. There we go. Sturdy casing, chest. We take the gold in the four corners, and the rest is glass. One thermionic fabricator. And this is where we will need to clear out that guy. And I want to say... No, I didn't. Fluid duct. Leadstone energy. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So we'll just connect up another power source here. Thermionic. And I think this is one of the ones that will just suck up power. And while I know it would be faster for it to melt down glass, we have to get some stuff together. So I'm just going to give it some sand. Let it heat up the sand and start cooking that stuff down. There we go. That's a pretty high bar, but it's going for it. And... whoa. Okay. Just took a second for it to load. There we go. Now we're going to need the tubes. And those are going to be fun. For the multi-farm, we need to get, I believe it is tin? Tin electron tubes. So the recipe for that, I do indeed believe, is going to require redstone, which we have some ground down in here. Let me restack that. There we go. And this is kind of, you know, you put in the ghost, and then there you go. Tin electron tubes. And I think I can just suck them out. It's 24. Let me get some more tin here. This is actually easier than I remembered it being. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I have to redo the recipe because I used up all the pieces. So there's 32. Build machines and manage the multi-farm block. That is exactly what we want it for. So the farm structure blocks are going to be made out of one of these, so that goes 32 blocks. I think that's actually going to be a good amount to start with. And you can make them out of just about anything. And since I had so much of this, I thought we'd give this a try. But we're going to need some copper. Let me put the gold and the bronze back. Let's get the copper out. I got the wood on me. Oh, I even have some wood slabs on me already. There we go with that. We get those two. Copper splits there, and... no! Alright, so that's not going to work. But that's just a material choice here, guys. Let me... whoa. Okay, I think my inventory is okay. You go to my stone chest here, and I happen to have some of these left over. So this was going to be my secondary choice, the mossy stone, since we're kind of doing... we're going to be in a jungle. That is where I have this place picked out. Do that. Let's grab these. There we go. Nice little setup there. Let's get some more of this going. Let me see, how many? We got 25. So there's 25. There's another 25. there's quite a few farm blocks. Now, if I recall correctly, because it has been a while since I've made this, that's for sure. You make the base pretty much any shape you want, but it starts out like a 3x3. That's a pretty good one, and it will extend, I believe, like 3 away. It needs to be so tall and such. This is just trying to get a basic shape here. Let me actually go and look at the layout. So if I do a 3x3, I'll end up getting length, width, height 3x3x4. So 3x3x4. That's pretty big, actually. So I'm building this upside down. I suppose I could build it right side up. There we go. So that was what we would need by the base. So 3x3x4 is going to be 36 pieces of this farm here. So that's the basic structure. And the outside part is going to be, I believe, like that. 4 in each direction. Or up to 4 in each direction. And then it just slides across. And I do think that actually goes like up one or something like that. But this, that little design right there then gets replicated on this side, and this side. So it's going to be 4 times this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 times 4, that's a lot. That's a lot of blocks. 72 is what I guess the total there. So farm blocks 36, farmland is another 72. And no, that does balance out there, but then you have to put the dirt up on top. So that's going to be alone 108 of these little bricks, and we're going to need to make a lot more tin, aren't we, guys? So dinky. Okay guys, so we're back. I made a whole bunch more of this. The mossy stone here. We have our 40 electron tubes. I also, you might have seen me humming, I also got some more lava here to keep our thingy charged here, our redstone cell. So looking at the math, I think the most effective pattern is going to be either a medium or a large. These are the oblong ones though. So basically, this isn't their exact shape, but it'll give you a general idea. Yes, they're like that. Where they're a little bit longer. You know, they're this is a one wide and a 2 long. The other patterns are a 3x4 and a 3x5, and 3x5 requires 60 blocks and gives you 156 blocks to plant on. The 3x4 requires 48 blocks, so only 12 less, but it drops the overall yield to 110. That's a loss of 12 blocks used in the construction of the farm, and a loss of 46 blocks of farmable area. So if I'm going for efficiency, that seems to be the best one, is the large one. However, I already have 32 blocks. I would only need 4 more to make the small farm. And I honestly think that they can grow just as fast, so that's the one that we're going to kind of be aiming for. Some of the other problems that we have is I don't like collecting lava. It's a pain in the ass. You have to go there and bucket it up one at a time. It flows really far in the nether. And, you know, I like my little thing here, but I want to swap over to biofuel. We're going to be doing a lot of trees, getting a lot of saplings. So I think biofuel is going to end up being the way to uh, creative and consecutively keep up our production of energy. So that's going to require a little bit of forestry setup, along with a combination of this this redstone stuff here. I want to test and see if a forestry engine can actually supply power to a thermal expansion conduit thingy there. If it can, then I'm pretty sure it could charge that up, which is almost full. That's pretty cool. So we're just gonna do a little bit of that for the remainder of this episode. We're gonna do a little bit of a test trial. But first, I want to finish up our farm. So we need 4 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can already tell I don't have enough of these. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got more than enough electrons. And more than enough copper still. So that is our 36 farm blocks that we'll need, and we'll be changing some of those into more specific versions, like a valve, a gearbox, and a hatch. Those are the ones that I believe we will end up needing for supplying power, water, and getting items out, like the wood and such, and the saplings for the fermenter. But so now I'm going to switch up my gears. Oh, no, we're still in forestry. It's all good. So we just need a biogas engine. That's what we're going to be looking at first here. And its construction is like most of the other engines that we are used to for this. So I think we're going to be needing more bronze. And I used a lot of the tin up in... Oh, I just got crap on me. Let's get rid of this. I went looking for a Mew real quick. Legendary has spawned in the jungle biome. I couldn't find anything. I did get a diamond though, so that's kind of cool. Found a Dratini. All was not for naught. Let's put that down. Yeah, let's just do a general cleansing of the inventory. How did I get more wool? I don't remember picking up wool. Sand I don't need anymore. Dirt I don't need. There's a stone. There's thermionic fabricated. This is a constant drain on the power situation, so that's why I did not keep that with me. And 72. So 1, 2, there's 6? 7. That's how many blocks I need for this. So that's the farm done up right there. I kind of am putting the tech stuff in there when I'm not using it. So we got that. There we go. Bronze. Bronze is actually pretty easy to make. We don't need to make a ton of it. We are going to need the iron. Some glass. So let's get actually just one of these out. What is it? A piston. Requires wood. 1, 2, 3. Requires iron, which we already have. Redstone. And some cobble. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Power source, the piston. There we go. Let's go snag some tin. I took some more tin down because I knew I was running low. I thought I had to make more electrons, more tubes, but that was not the case. So let's do that, I think. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Iron, that gets us our bronze gear. Need to do that one more time just because I have 3. Oops. I have 3, not an even number of 4, unfortunately. But we will need those 3. So there's our 2 gears. They go in the bottom. That there, and that across the top. one biogas engine. Well, that is not promising. It does not see that as a viable target for its power. If I do... Oh, you know what? It might just be... There, that's now an in. Let's try it again. Nope. So, if we put it here, and then there... You know, I don't even know if these actually do rotate these things or not. Doesn't really seem to anymore. That is connecting, but it might just connect to any block like that. No, it's not. Okay, so we can actually burn different things in these. Oh, we need a redstone signal, aka a lever. It's building up heat. Let's check this. 916. So it is working, it is doing its thing. I almost want to say we should just try and find the... I swear there was like a wrench, maybe it was Buildcraft though. Putting that down. Storing a nice amount of water. Get rid of it all. Why does it want to power? Well, that's a little frustrating. We can run some other testing, however. Make sure the liquiducts can actually interface with it properly. Oh, I believe I just ran... Yeah, straight under. Fluid is water. It can fill it up with water. Doesn't seem to have a problem with that. Alright guys, I'm going to do a little bit more investigation into this. It might be a configuration issue. We will figure this one out. Okay guys, this is not possible. So I just spent some time in the Thermal Expansion channel, where people are a little bit more lively than the Forestry channel. And they were able to explain that it's one way only. You can power like this. You can power the machines with RF, but you cannot have them generate RF. So, a little annoying, I guess. But there is a further step. So if we go from biomass to biofuel, we should then be able to use a reactant dynamo, which is part of thermal expansion, to create energy. So I think we can still balance that out. I think we can still work that out. Whew, okay. Reactant is going to be a little tricky. And I'm looking up some settings real quick, so hold on one moment. So, reactant engine can run off of biomass. Oh, so I guess we could do it directly. Oh, the compression engine is the one that can run off of biofuel. And honestly, the difference between them is only 50,000. I think we would be better off creating a reactant engine. So, reactant dynamo, sorry. The recipe for that is unbelievably similar to the biogas engine that we just made. Alright, so we do need one piece, which is a redstone transmission coil that requires a silver ingot. We've got tin on us, silver right here, we're good. 2 redstone for that, another one for the engine. We have some copper here, and we can use that to make some more bronze. I think we're good. So let's do up this part first. There we go. Got our tin. There's a gear. There's another gear. And then we'll need 3 more pieces. Yeah, this sounds like a fairly familiar setup, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Balance that all out. We only need 2 gears though. So 1, 2. And 1. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Spread that over. We got this guy up on top. Then our little power stone. That is a reactant dynamo. So reactant dynamo generates energy, which is redstone flux, requires fluid fuel, and solid reactant. That's the part that I'm not entirely sure what it means. So fluid fuel, we got that. I can use for now, I can use fuel, or no. Creosote. Creosote is what I can test it with. But we'll need to see how this works. So let me put that sucker down. It connects. That is a very good sign. I'm going to assume that is the fuel. Let's creo 2, 3, and 4. So we have this completely filled up. I don't know what to put in there though. Nope. Maybe some coal? I mean, I know liquid coal is... Liquid coal is one of the fuels. Oh, what if... What if it's this stuff? No. Information. A solid reactant and a fuel must be provided. Generation rates vary according to energy demand. Tutorial. No, I know how that works. Alright, let me figure this out. Let me see if I can find any information. Now, unfortunately, the Thermal Expansion Wiki is a little misleading. It just kind of gives you a list of the objects, but we will figure this out. Alright guys, so spent a little bit of time offline. I found out, first of all, that this thing kind of runs out of energy on its own. Because this thing's been full for a while, and it slowly bled through the rest of it. It did slow down a lot, so like it kind of waited. But it does seem that it won't stop entirely. It won't just sit here and wait for nothing. So that is at least something that's good to know. However, I don't think that this is going to work for us. I found out some items like this. This is what it does. Gunpowder, gas tiers, blaze rod, or blaze powder. Things like that can be used as the solid reactants. Even sugar. Sugar would probably be the one we would have to go with, because it's a more easily renewable source. However, having said that, I think that a compression dynamo, you know, the one that we haven't made yet, is probably going to be our best bet. We can use ethanol in it, which is what the biomass refines down into. And that plus water will get us power. So that's a fairly easy enough setup. There we go. I just need to look up the recipe real quick for a compression. Oh. But okay, so COMPRE. Okay, so we once again need our friend the redstone transmission coil. And just 10 gears, 10 materials all the way around. Which, you know, I think we can manage. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We get that into place, so we got our 10 gears. We have our 3 tin. We're gonna need another silver. And a couple of redstone. 1, 2, 3. So what we're ending up doing here is using a forestry fuel, but we're powering the thermal expansion. So thermal expansion is capable of using the fuels, but it's not capable of using the power that is generated by the biogas engine, by this thingy right here. So that's just kind of like the little in the whole mixture here. So let's do this up. So this is our thing. This is going to be what we work for. But we don't currently... Huh. Really? Oh. I think I turned them all off to try and see... There we go. That one goes in. The back one comes out. That one I think also comes out just in case, although now we can just do the back one. There we go. Systems are all fired up, I believe. Okay, so for the compression dynamo, I don't think we can use creosote. Yeah. No. So let's find a place to dump this quietly. So we put that there, it'll spread, we put that there, it'll stop spreading. Creosote be gone. We have our liquid ducts, right? Yeah, fluid ducts, there we go. We can just do a very quick and simple hookup here again. Let's go grab those stones just in case we need them back, because this is kind of temporary work here. So we'll take some water. Oops. And we'll put it in there. It is filled with water now. I do actually prefer the non-opaque versions. We will probably whip some of them up. So there is half the battle right there. Oh, so we can make liquefied fuel, or liquefied coal and such, but biofuel is going to be what we want at the end of the day. So we're going to need a fermenter no matter what we do. Let me... There we go. Fermenter uses bronze and a lot of glass, kind of like the biogas engine here. So we should have those materials on hand. We're going to need 4. Ooh. We are actually getting pretty close here on running out of copper. So we're going to need 4 gears. Oops, that is tin. Wow, plus one of these. plus a sum of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that in there. We know where the gears go. That is our fermenter. And this is all of a pretty much just a test setup as it stands right now. So I'm going to break that and that. The fermenter is going to need water, so putting it there, we'll put it in the water receiving area. We are then going to be super sneaky. Again, this is all temporary. We're going to run power underneath our water. And this is where I think I run out of... Yes, I do. So I have more fluid ducts than anything. Is this going to... I don't... Yeah. Let's just do that. And that. Okay, so that's all water right there. I can just... There we go. So, if we take our fermenter, place it there. Okay, so once again filling up with water. We will need to get some fertilizer, which we do have some appetite to make that with. And then we're going to need some saplings, which I think I also have quite a few oak saplings. Well, not as many as I'd hoped. I think there was some down at that chest in the farm there. So we got that. Where would I have put appetite? Close enough. Nope, 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 nope. Not silk touch, not silk touch. This is one of the materials that we actually can't grind down, so fortune pick, I guess, still does have a little bit of purpose. For most everything, though, the pulverizer is a guaranteed doubling. If I remember correctly, I will need to use sand with the fertilizer, I think? Or, sand with the appetite. To make fertilizer. Whoa, okay, that was a lot more than I was expecting. But we now have a crap ton of fertilizer. And that is going to make biomass. Next thing we will need is a still. Actually, can I use... I don't think I can. I don't think I can use biomass directly. So, let's see. This is going to go underneath here. Oh, and that's how the water gets in, so... That will be able to go up the side. So, let's do an energy cell. Nope, liquid duct. Nope, nope, crap. Clipboard. Oh, everything's going wrong. Whew, it's getting late. Going to need some spiffiness. Let's set all this stuff down for a moment. We are going to get back to that. Down, down. So since we already have this on hand, that is one thing we are going to need. This will stop the pipes from connecting in ways we don't want them to. So, I'll be able to put that there. Ta-da! Ta-da! That can go there. We can take that out. I think we might need a lever to get that to work. But this is where the still will come in. Still might break the bank on our bronze. 3 copper, 1 bronze. What do we have over here? Oh, we got some copper. Good, good, good. Let's cook that down really fast. Oops, no, it's the one I needed. There we go. Okay, so 8 of these. Got some redstone. We don't. Ooh, we'll take that. Steel is actually not too bad to make. Oh, copper. I was thinking that directly. Let's get some onesie twosie. Onesie twosie. Go around the outside. We got our casing. We take our glass. We do our redstone, and that gets us the still. So this is another thing that is going to need power. Okay, that's going to make this tricky. Okay, let's get rid of you. That is my fortune pick, damn it. Okay, so we have power coming down right there, but we will need the liquid going in and then coming back out. So first things first, powered. Powered. There we go, full power. Second things second. Gas it up. Alright, it is doing its thing. Suck it in a bucket. Next is going to be, oops, taking it out. And putting it into our engine. Water, that's not good. How did it connect to the water pipe? Oh, right there. So we take that off. We find ourselves stuck in a hole. We put a cover on there. Back to the fluid. There we go. Okay, so this all still has water in it now because of my mess up. Okay, so we got a little bit of ethanol there. 1, 2. Still empty, that's all good. Oops. I think my controls kind of ran away with me right there. Alright. No, there isn't. I see no Charmander. No. No, 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 no. Nope. Oh, did that? Yeah, I wiped out the water block up here. As long as I can keep up, I don't care. Alright. So I will need another lever for right there. Do I have any wood left on me? I do not seem to. Actually, we don't need this anymore. It is on. Got a little bit of ethanol in here. Slowly burning it down. Power is going up. Now, if we just had like a crap ton more saplings, let's go get them. This is just kind of a proof of concept. This is the setup that we will likely be using, but I think it's going to require the bigger farm, the more optimal farm. So we'll probably have to go and use the 60 block farm. And I just hit that. Yeah, so let's take those. Oh, I actually have no idea how long this episode is, but I'm imagining it's pretty long right now, and this has mostly been this has mostly been Forestry and Thermal Expansion. But this is all prep work for when we start working on when we start working on the tree, because we'll bring over our saplings that hopefully will be pretty kick-ass. Okay, so we got a lot of biomass coming in right now. That is cool. And we have no way of getting it. How many fluid ducts do I even have left? None. We're screwed. Let me see. FLUID. Fluid ducts. They require hardened glass and copper for the ones that will show us the liquid. That's actually pretty cool, because I happen to have that and that. So put one up there. I think this will get a 6th one. Yep, very nice. So now it's probably going to be easier if I go down here. Let's put that out. So this is the biomass, and it needs to go in there. And it's going to need to be powered. So in retrospect, let's put it on the other side. I think I can use the powered block down here for my needs. Water? No water, good. Water? No water, good. So if we put that there, these should not connect, that is definitely for sure. I pull that out, it is now flowing. The actual design for this will be much more compact. This is me just trying to deal with my limited resources here. Oh, we sucked that whole thing dry. Nice. So it will keep this nice and full. Giving us a good amount of ethanol. And this is actually exactly what I was expecting to see. Until the system is flooded, it's self-sustaining. So we will need to provide the initial stuff that it needs. The water is easy enough to get. As you can see, the aqueous accumulator will take care of that splendidly for us. But what we are going to have to provide is the fertilizer. That's always going to be a requirement, but it doesn't go through it that fast. So I'm, stack there, stack there. I'm honestly not that worried. The saplings are what we're going to be needing quite a bit of. And maybe we can work out something with Acela, because she has the farms that have been running for a while. Maybe she has extra saplings and doesn't need them. So we'll see how that goes. But this is a basic renewable energy resource. This is our basic setup here. This is what will be powering the farm. This is also what will be powering any other machinery and such that we have. And it will be using a redstone energy cell like this as a buffer. Once the farm gets fully done up, it kind of self-sustains itself. Self-sustains itself. It is a self-sustaining system. It'll be able to produce enough saplings and enough wood for us to use to create the tree, but it's also going to be able to go through and generate enough power to both run the farm and keep the whole still and fermenter working. And I even think that we'll be able to build a surplus in this area. Right now it's filling up all of these pipes and everything. Like you'll see it. I see how there's water there. It's nothing quite here. It's because it's not It's going to take a while to fill this up, as it needs to get 4,000 units in here. Then it can start filling the pipe. Once it fills the pipe, it'll start filling the still. Once it fills the still, we'll get some downtime. Like right now, how this is pretty full. I would expect to kind of see... Oh no, the biomass pipe. Okay, see how we can actually see inside this one. The pipe is actually filling up slowly here. Oh, it's filling up more and more. It's filling up kind of quickly. That's kind of weird, how it shows it's full of biomass on the side. Oh, what is it doing? Do I have another cover? Okay, temporary setup. Don't care, it's not really going to be able to pump. Or is it? I'm gonna need another source block of water. I guess I can't put that right there. We sure are in for sure tonight. Oops. And I removed the wrong block. So... Actually, I think I can still use this. Just put it down here instead. And the aqueous accumulator... Still pretty taxed. Is it keeping the... We're full here? We're full here. Okay, so it's taxed. It's definitely pushed to its limits. We could easily fix that. There we go, look at that. Even just the flowing water around the side seemed to have picked that up. But see, so little hurdles that we're going to have to jump. I'm looking forward to when we'll actually be putting this together, which I honestly think... I need to collect some more materials. As you see, we're kind of low. I'll need to collect some more materials and do some mining runs and such off camera. I also need to start looking into for the Pokemon. I'd like a large Growlithe that I could immediately involve, so I need a Firestone for that. So we've got quite a few things that are on our plates. They're not exclusive of each other. We can go hunting for resources and Pokemon kind of at the same time, you know. Let's go out and find a new mine, and just happen to pick one in a forest, I can find a Growlithe. But for now, just to remind you guys that this system is not dependent upon... it's not dependent upon just the way that this is working. This thing right here is I still have my lava, I still have my steam dynamo. I could stick something. Actually, I don't want to. Hell, I could stick my promethium. I have a bucket of promethium. I could stick that in here and get that running. That would give us like 2 million. So we have quite a few ways to jumpstart this entire system and this entire setup. So it's going to be quite a bit of fun. Biomass. I'm actually... Oh, it's out. That would be why. Well, alrighty. Anywho, I'm rambling at this point in time, covering stuff that you guys have already seen. I just want to thank you guys for watching this episode. A little bit of hit and miss here, and it took a lot longer to record than I thought because I needed to look up all that information. So I hope it's fairly obvious, I guess, that it is now 1:30 a.m. So I am getting more and more tired. Little. Whoa. Okay, I was expecting a Geodude up here. I guess he's out on my front porch. Yep, look at that. Look at that. They love my house. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the derpiness and the loopiness as I got more tired. I hope you enjoyed going over the constructions that we built up. And, we built the road and everything as well. I don't know if I've actually shown you guys this. This is my way up and down now. There's my farm with a huge Larion in it. Oh my gosh. What are you doing here, Shoru? Oh, such fun stuff. And more to come. I will see you guys in the next episode.